Okay, for real this time. Hi, friends. Welcome to Mokoko Cast number 5. I'm DJ Montague. Please welcome my guest for this episode and a lot of episodes going forward, Mepeet.
Howdy doody, partner.
Perfect. Flipped perfect. And RufioSD, which stands
How's it
for
going?
Super
South Dakota.
Duper. What?
Oh, that too. South Dakota. It's a good state.
What?
No.
I
was like, why are you proud of that?
South Dakota? Wow, dude. Okay, we're just going to forget that South Dakota is a state now?
Yeah, right, I mean, why would you put that in your name?
Because listen, South Dakota needs some representation, and I'm here to bring the representation.
Okay,
right?
well, if Virus can Virus, Blade, and Soul still, I think you're allowed to do South Dakota, so.
Alright, that works. Welcome, hi, everybody.
Yeah.
Hello.
Welcome to the
Hi.
podcast.
TX.
We've got a good episode lined up for you. Sorry, I've been super busy over the last day, Rufio. I appreciate you putting together an itinerary for us. So I'll give you guys a little rundown of what we're going to talk about. Today is the PvP tournament, which you see on my screen, not Mepeet's stream, because he doesn't want to represent and help me get people. I see how it is. I'm just kidding. The Sorceress release on Russia, also being released first in America. The leaked release date. Thoughts on the character videos. Spoiler alert. LOL. New player intros. We're gonna help some people learn a little bit about this this wonderful game, and then some stuff we could focus on for when you hit 50. But if that's all, if we can get to that last stuff, we have guides and stuff out for as well. Yeah. So that's did Sanox really find in Lutheran Castle and dance? My God. Sanox, what are you doing, my dude?
Is he having a good time?
He's having a good time.
Living his best life.
Right? Yeah, living his best. All right, friends, let's start with this PvP tournament. Do you guys know about it?
I only know because I follow the archive Twitter, and I saw it get posted, and low key I screamed. And then I saw your response tweet to Canon, and I've never in my life been more hyped to see something go down in my entire life. That was legendary. This is sick. I like this whole rivalries thing. This is a really interesting format. It's just strictly 1v1s, right? There is no team backing, so this is just you versus another person. This is gonna be, I'm stoked on this. I want to see people literally throw some hands and talk. I want to see toxicity. Absolutely.
I think if they leave chat open, I think it'll be fun.
Oh, absolutely. What? So how's can you explain?
Yeah.
Being a part of it, can you explain the format of the tournament?
So, the format of the tournament is 1st to 7, and we will have the first slots of a first or a last team standing be the 2 people. So it would be me versus Cannon, or Hesitant versus Blinks. And then the next 2 slots on each team are going to be the casters. So whoever wins just does combos on the casters, and the game will obviously end first and 7. So best of 13. We have to lock in our class before the tournament begins. So we have to do it like 2 weeks before, so that our opponent can practice it. But our builds we have 3 builds that they can track. We have to submit 3 builds. We need to know my barber's name. His name's Joe. He's dope. He's a super nice guy. And then, yeah, it's I think that's really it.
So it's a best of. So my understanding as an outside viewer, it's basically a 1st to 7, best of 13, and you guys are throwing hands, and this is it. Just it's basically five match lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any plans to do? Because I'm assuming this is kind of like the best. Like, how do they come up with like? How do these these matches come up? Like Nico and Rushed seems like a really good, like match. I don't know Hesitant's playability. Like I don't know how insanely good he is, but I know like people like Blinks are like absolute like savage. So I'm really curious of how they like came up with this.
Hesitant and Blinks are the number 1 and 2 in whatever way you want to put that in whoever is number 1 or 2. They're always fighting for the number 1 spot. Blinks has gotten number 1 on leaderboards for all seasons so far. Hesitant's always up there. They both play Soulmaster, and that's the rival.
Okay. Gotcha.
For me and Cannon is Cannon just needs to catch these hands. That's what the rival. Dark Smite.
I like the format. I like it. Sounds like there's just like it's dope because it's like this is like Bad Blood, so it's like a great little filler in between like major team comps. Like this is dope.
Dark Smite Jaeger is. I mean, they were both on the same team. They're probably the 2 best American players right now.
Okay.
And then
how dare
Chichizu. How dare I? Excuse.
How dare?
Who's the best American player?
Obviously, it's Rufio.
Oh my bad.
Bro, listen, I don't even use Axel. Are you kidding me? Dude, I don't use Axel, I don't use Sun. You know how many people coming to go, this man doesn't even fucking have like a stun? I don't even have a stun in my build. Alright, yeah, totally the best. NA, dude, like you guys are gonna get freaking rolled.
Yeah.
Oh my lord. I was too busy that day for the tournament, that's all.
Yeah, that makes sense because you would have literally 1v3'd entire team. I know.
Absolutely.
I've seen
it. Absolutely.
So
savage.
Katana Zera and Shizu is. I'm not sure if they have like a super rivalry, but Katana Zera is obviously number 1 demonic. Shizu plays Blade and demonic and gunslinger. I think he plays a couple other classes as well at a really, really high level. And then the Nico Rushed thing is they just talk mad shit to each other all the time, and it's so good.
Yeah,
I love that.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
So
I love it. I'm here for it.
I'm shipping it. I'm shipping
how
them for each other at the end.
Where's your headspace coming out of your I don't know if it's your very first, but your very first team comp? Where's your headspace going into a 1v1? Not having appeal, not having any sense of support, like it's just you. Where is your headspace now, and what class, if you can reveal it on the podcast, what class do you plan on delving into?
So I'm 100% playing Paladin. If it was previously, I would have decided to play on, and I would train with Mepeet nonstop, but unfortunately I can't. So I am playing Paladin, one of the worst classes in 1v1, but I am a fighting game. Like this is my home turf. Like I come from the land of CVS2, Marvel, Guilty Gear. I've only relied on myself for a very long time. So
I like it. I like it. I like it. So you're going in. Do you know what Canon plans on entering?
Either Holy Paladin or sorry, either Paladin or Strike. We're not sure. I told him to play Strike.
I think a Pally v Pally. I think I'd really like to see a Pally v Pally.
No, I mean, will I play Pally if Cannon goes Sork? I will literally just kill myself. I will exit the tournament because if he plays Sork, that's the worst. Like Sork is so insane. Anyway,
what? All right.
Do not know.
Is he good on Sork? Have you seen him on KR Sork?
I've never seen him play KR Sork ever.
All right, listen. When we get to the Sork, I got. Listen. I got some details.
So, Mepeet, have you also heard of Cannon's tournament as well that he's doing daily? Or, I think it's weekly.
Yeah, I was actually going to be playing in it yesterday, but I didn't get to.
Why didn't you get to?
Bad timing.
Because
I had signed up for it. I thought I was going to start at a certain time, and then it didn't. And then I wouldn't have been able to play until like 2 hours later.
See.
from the start of the tournament, so I was just like, I gotta go do something else, and so I had to drop out.
Gotcha.
Well,
It was unfortunate.
are you gonna play on the next one he does?
If it's not on Friday, because I work Fridays,
Hmm.
I have a normal day job.
Normal real. Amber, do you know if he's gonna switch up the date at all? The day for the tournament, or what's his plan? Is it gonna stay Fridays?
It'll be a shame if it does stay Fridays, because
Yeah,
I mean
that doesn't
anybody
work.
who's NA
I
is
think
not going to be able to play.
Weekend tournaments are like the best. I think they're the best fitting, either a Saturday or a Sunday. It's just easy because you can get a lot more people
Yeah.
on board. It usually clears out for the most part. I mean, I know that there's other people that have obviously day jobs that limit them. That's half the reason why I don't really delve a lot too much, because by the time I get home, it's like 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and a lot of people are all kind of just off, or the tournament started way early, and I'm like, I don't want to inconvenience someone else trying to. So
It's also kind of
maybe,
hard to do a tournament when he's one person and there's only one team going on at a time, or like two teams going on at a time.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So
Maybe more
maybe
people. So yeah,
when you were in the last room, the last major tournament that had like the prize pool.
Yeah.
From a outside competitor who's going to be watching the 1v1, what are you looking forward to the most? To like see, like, what are you looking forward to, like, out of the competitors? Like, what are you looking forward to the most?
Uh,
Is that confusing?
Mepeet,
I don't even know.
if you don't say my paladin beating Cannon,
I'm really looking forward to seeing DJ beat Cannon.
that's pretty cool of you. Unprovoked.
I think from a viewer's standpoint, as a non-competing PvPer, I think I'm most looking forward to really seeing how people just play, like, just in a solo environment. It's so hard, like, when you're running around. Like, I'll be in South Vern and I'll invite everyone to try to duel, because I'm like, the dueling space I feel like is like the easiest, right? But it's like everyone's like, no, and so it's like, damn, I can never really find out like how my 1v1 skills are, because I know as soon as I enter the arena, I'm getting trashed on, because those guys are like eating, sleeping, and breathing arena like 1v1s, and I'm like, oh, I'm not ready for this. But
Ah,
I've tried doing a little bit like PvP Island and stuff like that, and I feel like I can do like all right in 1v1s, but
so
this is gonna be really interesting. I'm really excited.
this will be because of a really big important thing that I forgot to say as well, that awakenings can only be used 3 times over the course of the entire match. So whether the games go 7 games where somebody just sweeps somebody, or all 13 games, you can only use your awakening 3 times. And if you use your awakening a 4th time, you auto lose. So
You like, I'll lose the whole match, or you lose
that
a match and it counts as a point.
A point for the other player.
Okay.
So
Okay. Ooh.
yeah. So that's what I was worried about, and what I'd been talking about every now and then on stream was that I was worried that awakenings, if it was just like a straight 1v1, like every single match is going to end in a someone doing an awakening. Like, for sure.
It'll be a clutch moment. I think if you 3, I think, is a good number for 7 fights. I feel like that's a decent number in a 1v1 scale, even though like most time that you're in the 1v1s, it isn't like you can only use like your awakening once, right? Like from when you do the one each at a time. Is it? I'm not quite sure how that works, but is it? You only get one awakening, right? Like when the next person queues up, I don't think you get a second.
Yeah, you only get one
comes back.
awakening per
Yeah.
last team standing. But so since every single last team standing will be individual, you'll have your awakening available. But my thought process is, on the side of the paladin, the awakening is a lot weaker because it gives me faith, part of my meter as an identity. But for both striker and sorceress, using an awakening is like, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't give them another resource, so they could, the next game they go into, they have more of an advantage. It's weird. It's hard to explain, but paladin is very based on faith, and it's gonna suck. But
Do you have an exact date of when this goes live?
So
when
we
this tournament
don't. We
goes
have to
live?
wait for the release date. So we're finding out when the actual
Okay.
info. They're gonna do another announcement. We're finding out whether or not the release date is the leak release date, which brings us to our next point. Let's talk about the leaked release date, and then we'll talk about Sorceress.
That's good. That works for me.
Are you cool with
Okay.
that, Mepeet?
Yeah.
Mepeet, what is your understanding and opinion on the release date? Let's go to you first.
When was the actual like release date that was supposedly leaked again? What was it, like January 17th?
January 20th.
January 20th. Okay.
Yeah, so it'd be
So
January 17th for early.
You guys have crazy dates. What? I'm January the 3rd.
I don't think
okay.
that's gonna happen. I do think that it's going to be a January release date, but I can't see it being a 17th early, like head start and then 20 release. It makes no sense because you're starting head start on a Monday.
Yeah, but
and then you
games
have
are released on Thursdays.
Yeah, but you don't have head start on a Monday.
That's why I felt like the 3rd, when people are like, oh, the 3rd is like a probable date. I was like, that would put the effective like launch date on the 6th, and that doesn't seem very believable in my opinion. But I heard the 3rd. I've heard the 3rd and I've heard the 20th as the 2 dates thrown out. Because if it was the 3rd, it would make sense that the 3-day head start would start on Friday, and then you would go through Friday through Sunday, and then you would roll in. If you put it on a Monday, anyone who did not buy a Founders Pack is going to instantly scream that the game's pay to win, because you already basically got a week's worth of like opponent coins or Una coins like already done. So like a Monday early release wouldn't surprise me, because I think didn't Battlefield have their early release start on like a Monday, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and then like the game was like a week later, so it wouldn't surprise me. But a 3-day head start, if you did the 20th as your 3-day head start, that would put a Sunday release date, and I don't see that happening at all. Yeah, it's got to be either a Thursday or Monday, either or. But I'm excited if because they did so they did the December announcement where they announced the Sorc, and then at the very end they left that tagline that we're gonna speak to you again in December. So that tells me that I feel like we're getting closer at this point.
Yeah,
there was
I think we're ready for it.
There was a Spanish League of Legends player with like, and he's not like a 50 viewer Andy. Like, this is like a guy that has like a notable amount of viewers. He says that he has confirmation that the release is January, and that he's not specific on it being the 3rd, but he knows that it's in January. And that was like a huge leak that he dropped, and that had me dumbfounded. I was like,
was that the one you saw, Mepeet, as well?
No.
Okay, so I watched that video. He said, yes, the release date is not the 3rd, but it definitely is in January, just so everybody's aware. But the other leak that Sanox did you post it in my channel? I think was when I had seen about it. Somebody had posted it in my channel and said 20th, early release is 17th, but they had some other key points that I'm trying to remember. Mepeet, let me pick your brain on. You don't think it's gonna be that early, you said?
No. Personally, I feel like having anything within the first like 2-3 weeks of January is a terrible choice. Because people are going to be coming back. If you're working at a normal like normal holiday season, like the first 3 weeks is not a good time to be releasing something big, because people are not going to be able to necessarily take off time.
Yeah, I could see that.
That's why I've been saying like it's going to be the week of the 27th of not the 27th, the week of the 24th for January, going into the first week of February. That's what I've been thinking.
So there were two things in the leak I just remembered. Sorry, the first one being that they're going to do a very similar to the release of New World, that they're going to do staggered server releases. So like Europe will get theirs first, and then West will get it at 10 in the or sorry, East will get it at 10 in the morning East, and then West will get it at 10 in the morning West.
If it's for their respective servers and there's no character name lock, then that's fine.
Yes.
I don't care.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that either. I think they could have. I mean, just let me have the fucking game, man. Just let me play. Just want to play video games, okay? But I get it. I get why they're doing that. The other one was that they have said, or the person that did the leak has said, that the transfer of gold from blue crystals is no longer in the game. That they've changed it to a completely Western format where there is not going to be any pay to win at all.
Wait, hold on.
That's what the leak said on Reddit.
Go back.
Okay, I'm going to try and find this real quick so that we can.
You said the transfer of gold
from blue crystals.
So you cannot buy blue crystals to buy gold. But you can convert your gold to blue crystals to buy stuff off of the cash shop.
Here it is. I got it right here. So I have the potential release date, and it's on screen.
Can you zoom in?
Yeah.
700%. Yeah, I'm legally blind.
Okay.
There we go.
I'll read it off to make it easier for everybody as well. So, potential release date leak. Shortly after it was announced that Sorceress will be placing Summer, I started browsing popular MMO websites to try and see if any of them maybe got something to write about, and I've stumbled across this article on Massively OP. Unfortunately, the article has been swiftly deleted, but I was able to read through it. I was reading it at work, so I got caught off guard and was not expecting that this would be something that they don't want public yet, so I forgot to screenshot the article for proof, which pretty much seems like it's iffy. So take this leak however you want. They do say that as well. I got home from work a few hours later and checked the Lost Ark social medias, but there was nobody talking about the release date, so I went back on the website. The article was deleted. The article was in an in-short interview with one of the lead devs, and the most important thing that I remember was the release date. Release date has been set for January 20th, 2022, head start on the 17th. There was also a mention of a potential delay up to Q2 due to some new legalities within the European Union. So this was the main reason why they were staying silent with the release date. The issue has been fixed and Lost Ark is ready. Number 3, there will not be any new classes other than the 15 that are already known. And number 4, they think that the way New World was launched was a success, so they will try to implement that for the Lost Ark release, which means new servers, or the servers will open periodically at an unknown time still. My guess is that EU servers go live first, 10 BST, which also means NA East, 10 a.m., NA West, 10 a.m. Okay, just my guess. There was a mention of an OS server, but I don't really understand if it's coming or not. Weird.
So the way that they even Amazon explained the OS servers was beta. They weren't getting a server in beta, but official release they're gonna get their own server.
That would be
probably gonna follow the same format.
I thought that was for South America, not Oceania.
Yeah,
South America's not getting their own server.
South America is getting.
What? Are you sure?
South America is getting it, and then Oceania is the one that's not because there wasn't enough.
South America wasn't getting servers because they couldn't find a host down there.
No, they have servers. It's just that there wasn't anything for beta.
They posted a picture of it confirming that South America was definitely getting servers. Okay, and it was officially from Amazon. So that was the worry. People were worried that OS was definitely not getting servers. So that's the thing about this is that
because they just don't know if they have enough of a player base, which that would make sense. Okay.
Yeah. And then 6 should probably mention that they also said that they have reworked currency exchange completely and that it should have a 100% different system and that the way it works compared to KRJPRU, or in the way it works. And this was due to wanted to westernize the game to the full extent. And these are the major things I managed to remember from the article. Like I said, take this as what you want, copium, bait, troll, fake leak, or simply wait for December update, 2nd December update to confirm things that I've written or completely debunk it. Maybe the article itself was a bait and a troll to see if someone takes the bait and posts it on social media so they generate traffic on their website. Either way, when official announcement comes, I will either be a complete idiot that got baited or a prophet. So,
I mean, this is pretty detailed, but I mean, it's Reddit, so it's like the blue crystals really has me intrigued now about. Oh man, that's gonna punch the fuck, dude.
What are they gonna do about like when you're doing Legion raids and you want to open up another chest?
You can convert your gold to blue. You can't use blue to gold, though, is what he's saying.
No.
Because
You would be able to use them individually. You would be able to convert them, I assume, between each other, but you would not be able to convert royal to blue, which is...
Oh, that's what you meant. Okay, I thought you said gold.
So, sorry, I didn't explain it well enough. So you wouldn't be able to convert... One of the conversions would not work. And I think that would make sense the most is that royal cannot be converted to blue, which would make it so that you can't convert blue to... or your real-life currency to gold.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine.
I don't...
I mean, you're still gonna be able to buy costumes off the market and still sell them.
Here's the thing, though. So here's the thing, right? How often do you guys convert your blue to gold? Have you guys ever done that, or do you guys go the other way?
I do it
Never.
now and then.
Okay, so when you do blue to gold, if I'm not mistaken, you have to use royal gems to do that.
No.
Would you get go? Are you in the game right now?
Yeah.
Go do it in the game right now.
So you can
literally
do it...
go to the market and convert your blue over. You have to use your royals.
No, you don't, because I did it yesterday.
No, I think... Hold on. I'm pretty sure he is... Like, going from blue to gold, I think you do.
So go buy... No, go sell gold to buy crystals. Or, sorry, sell crystals to buy gold.
Yeah, you have to use your
sell crystal to buy gold.
It would be this currency, but this currency.
Yeah, go to checkout.
Yeah.
Just click... It's not going to push through. Just check out. See?
Huh.
You have to use royal. To buy gold with your blue, you have to use royal. That's where it was like you're fucking gridlocked. You have to use royal. That's why when you said if you're gonna eliminate the system, my idea would be that you eliminate having to use royal in order to convert between the two. Or eliminate royal being able to even purchase blue gems, and the fact that it's purely conversion. It's all done within a conversion rate. But yeah, you absolutely have to use royal in order to buy blue crystals. And that's the part where like a lot of people that have been like that were, because in beta we couldn't do that. We didn't have access to it. I don't even think we had access to an exchange. You purely could just use your royal to buy blue gems. And then you would use the blue gems to buy, stuff off the Mario market and all that stuff. But yeah, in the current state now, you have to have royal in order to convert blue to gold. So in game, you could still convert gold to blue. That's not a problem. To hot swap to buy a chest out of Legion raids, that's not a big deal. But going the other way would mean that players that wanted to actually buy gold would, in some way, shape, or form, take I think it's like a 50-cent hit or whatever, or 70-cent hit, however much they charge you for royals. But you have to pay money in order to actually receive a form of gold in the game. So I'm really curious now if what you're saying is true and they actually are reworking that to not be quote unquote pay to win. The only thing I can think of is that you're probably going to be taxed harder, or that you cannot use royal to buy blue. But I don't see that happening.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think they're gonna just tax the crap out of you.
But
would be my idea.
Most importantly, is as Mepeet said, is that you will be able to buy outfits for real currency, for real life money, and still be able to put them on the auction house
to get gold.
I imagine.
Absolutely.
So that
absolutely
is circumventing that. You like all of this now has to do with like a stock market of shit, Because then I would, if it was me personally, I would want to buy that one costume that I know is going away forever, and then just
any holiday costume,
buy like 3 or 4 of them, and then sit on them for like 6 months, and then fucking throw them up,
Anyone who's been playing the RU that played during the summer event, if you guys have summer event outfits, they're going for like 6 to 8K per piece, depending on your character. Like the rock hard abs, open tee, board shorts, like with the squeaky toy. The all holiday outfits right now on RU are like going for like 6 to 8K. Some, I'm not gonna say all, but some of them are. Yeah. So it's safe to say that when you buy an outfit for your character, you might as well buy another outfit to sit on and hold, because it has like 3. I think like the outfits have like 3 chances to be traded. So even if you don't like the outfit anymore, you're like, oh, I'm fucking done with this, and the season's over. We're transitioning into right now, like we're in like Christmas now, right? So we're getting all the cool Christmas outfits. So like, yeah, cool. Get rid of my summer outfit, throw that on the market, and the last person like that buys it's gonna be screwed when there's no trades on it. But yeah, that's man, dude, that has me really, really, really anxious then to really learn what they're doing with the royal and the conversion, because that was the one thing that was out of the game that I was most intrigued with, and I wanted to really see how it would like work, but the exchange system was completely out of the game. So that would make sense that they're gonna rework it since they didn't show it off, or they just flat out didn't want to show it off.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna be. Whew, I like that. That's a dope league. That's gonna be insane.
So, all right, what were our guesses? Mepeet, what was your guess for release date originally?
Originally October.
wait, no. I meant when we did our bet.
What you mean? I'm gonna say that it's going to be the week of the 24th. I think that it's going to be 25th, 26th will be head start, and then release will be like 28th.
Oh, you're talking about the bet from the bet when we on the last podcast. I think we were in March. Like I know myself.
Wait, what?
And DJ were like in March.
We made a bet.
I think you were
made a
$20
bet.
Yeah, $20 bet.
Are you talking about like the amount of people that are gonna be playing?
No. The $20 bet from when they released the game.
Mm-hmm.
What date? Person gets closest to the date.
Our bet was relating to how many people are going to be playing concurrently on Steam. I don't remember making a bet about that.
Oh man, you gotta read your messages, man. I was just in your DMs with it.
Was
you said you were gonna put up 10 grand?
I have no recollection of this whatsoever.
Mepeet said he was going to buy us all houses. All right, so
Mepeet said everyone's getting a Bitcoin on release day during the stream. So
Mepeet's
okay. So in general, though, what going away right now? What do you think we are? So you're speculating 27th, 28th. So 27th for early release. To what, the 30th as... Oh, wait, what date am I?
28th, hold on. 25th, 26th for head start, roughly, depending on what time zone you're in. And then, like, Friday, Saturday for full launch.
Ooh.
So 28th or 29th for full launch.
Most likely going to be 26th. Most likely going to be 28th for full launch.
I feel like it's gonna pre-launch on a Monday. And then they're gonna keep people on board. You don't want to launch on a Friday, MMO on a Friday. That's really aggressive, because anything and everything's gonna go wrong, and you want to make sure that you have the people and the manpower to address them right away, or else you're gonna run into very, 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 very rocky grounds, in my opinion. But
I mean, they're gonna have people no matter what. It's Amazon.
Yeah. I mean, I would love it if it was the 3rd, and it does pull into it being like the 6th as the official launch. I just think that's too soon coming out of Christmas and New Year's. I'm ballparking the same thing as Mepeet. I could see the 24th with an official release on the 27th.
I'm still 20th strong. I said it before the leak, and I'll say it after the leak.
Okay.
20th. And I think this dude's right.
So speaking of leaks, about a month ago, Amazon tweeted out what your character's name.
Yep.
And they leaked the Sorc.
And how wrong could I have been? If I could be more fucking wrong.
Oh man.
Dude, I went in on that too. I was mad. I was like, you guys don't even pay attention to anything. Like, why would they take a class away? I was right, and I'm still mad about it. I even posted a YouTube video about it. I'm mad about it, okay?
So you're upset that the Summoner is being removed?
Yes.
Why?
Because while I hate Summoner with a burning passion, why take away content if it's already playable? We already have it. It's already ready. It's like if we had played Destroyer and they didn't have Paladin, right? Like, I would have learned Gunlance. I would have went through and would have learned Gunlance and stuff like that. And then they're like, oh yeah, we're taking away Destroyer to put in Paladin. Like, I'm happy about Paladin being in, but why take away something?
It hurts more that we beta tested the Summoner, and we beta tested the Summoner in like its old form, so we didn't even get like the cool new flashy pets. And then it was just like, hey, by the way, yeah, we're removing your favorite class, or the class that people played. And there was a lot of people that
lot of
were
people
like
that play
really liked the summoner. Like it was like the second overall picked class.
Yeah.
So it's like, what? Like in my opinion, no joke, I said that they could have removed the battle master. Since we're getting the striker and we're hyping the strikers so much,
I agree.
I feel like they could have removed the battle master and then gave us the Sork on top of that, or even gone so far as to just throw the Sork in and round it out at a 16 and not have an odd number of new characters.
I agree.
That's
Mepeet.
Oh man.
As an avid hater of summoners, I'm okay with this.
I mean,
have you played against
PvP
Sorceress?
scene? I think the PvP scene has a sigh of relief, dude.
I haven't gone against Sorceress because I don't play on Korea.
Okay, let me give you guys kind of an idea. Sorceress is like a cracked out version of Demonic. Okay.
Can you find like PvP footage so people can understand like what an alt looks like in a PvP arena?
Personal PvP footage. If you could find some PvP footage that someone's willing to let me use on the show, I'm pretty sure Canon would be cool with it, but I don't want to overstep my boundaries there. You know, Amber, as Canon's manager, would you think he'd be cool with it? Oh, Endy would totally. Okay. So Lofty said Sork is like Hawkeye, but better.
Hold on.
You should.
Wait, what?
Okay. I should have a video of us getting butt blasted by Sork. That didn't get saved. He's too drunk to answer. Okay. Cannon will be fine with it. Ask him while he's drunk and we're good. Okay. So my discovery on YouTube is
and he said you can use his video if you want.
Okay, cool.
Sorg is actually
I just messaged him right now. Here, I'll drop it in your chat. Here's one of them anyways. It's like a 3v3. I'll say this, as hyped as I am for the Sork class, I think a lot of people are not going to understand the fact that that's not like an easy class to just like learn. You don't just pick up and get it. Like the cast times I think are going to mess people up, dude.
Okay. Hold the fucking phone. All right.
What?
I got some words, some choice words for you, brother. All right.
What? I think the regular, the non, a brand new player coming in, picking up the sword.
Bro, they got so much super armor. They're like fucking ranged blades, okay?
No. It's the damage windows that you have to worry about with Sork.
Bro, it's
because
not.
You have to make sure you understand the mechanics of what you're going against. That way you can actually optimize your damage properly. Because of the long cast times and then the meteor falling to the ground, like if you miss that meteor, that's
they don't even use meteor anymore.
What?
They don't use meteor.
I'm not talking about just PvP. I'm talking about PvE.
Oh, okay. Yeah. PvE, they're fine. I think they're balanced in PvE. I think.
Yeah, but I mean, a new player's not going to be able to do that well.
That's what I'm saying. I think a new player picking that class up. I'm not saying like I'm only speaking from me. I don't consider myself like a crazy veteran player, right? Like I'm mediocre at best. If that's me being polite about my game playabilities in the game, right? A brand new player to Lost Ark who's never fucking played Lost Ark at all, or even in like an ARPG, like in any way, shape, or form. They go in, they see the Sork with big, huge fireballs and fucking flames and thunder and like snowflakes everywhere. Bro, it looks cool until you're missing everything, and then you're like, what the f did I get myself into? Someone who plays Lost Ark or has a mobile player, I think will be able to kind of get it down easy. I think a mobile player will have a deep understanding. This is a class that on the surface looks easy, but is definitely hard to master, bro. It's going to be insane to watch these people.
Okay, my thing is with this class is that most of the time, if you're playing the right build, you can throw zoning skills so well, better than any other class. Like, a lot of classes don't have the availability to zone like this.
But you
there
think
are several,
a new player fresh to PvP is going to be able to do that?
That's the thing, is that you have an extra option. You have an extra option that other classes do not. Striker can't zone. Okay? Striker is like, oh, I'm either aggressive or defensive. The reason why Striker is low tier is because it's difficult to play effectively. That's the whole reasoning for a tier list. Skill versus effectiveness, right? The tier list, I think Sork is high tier because skill versus effectiveness, I think she has a very low skill floor in comparison to most other classes and a very high skill ceiling. Okay? But
this is insane.
But here's the problem. It's just like what this class can do at the highest level is so much easier than what a gunslinger does at the highest level. Like, a gunslinger is difficult to play. You have to be very mindful of your movement and stuff like that. Whereas their identity skill is crazy strong. They have crazy knockups.
Make them cast faster and give damage. Yeah.
No, you don't use that. You use the dash, and you get 3 of them.
Oh, you're okay.
You
see, but you have like okay.
Oh, that range stun is so fast.
I don't know.
That stun is so fast.
I expect when this class launches in RU on the 20th or 22nd, I expect you to be platinum in the first like day with this class. You are making
with
it sound
class,
like
I won't play.
You should be able to just. You're not gonna play the class?
I'll play it a little bit, but I'm still.
Oh no! You said it was so easy. I gotta see you just roll kids.
All right.
I gotta see you roll kids. I'm having a tough time thinking that a new player is gonna be able to pick this class up and just be an absolute like monstrosity in the arena. Like there's no way.
I think
there's just no way. I cannot believe that. I think that's like no. There's just no shot. I feel like any new player that comes in and plays a character, they're just like they're not gonna like pick it up and be like, oh yeah, this is
that's
pretty
every class. That's every
class.
But
a Sorc, I don't know. I'm having a tough time on that one. I'm not a PvP guy, but I feel like the Sorc is a force to be reckoned with, dude. It's gonna be a problem, 100%. It's definitely gonna be a problem. I feel like they're gonna have more arena control than like how I envisioned, like the Summoner, with the Summoner always having pets just out and just constantly on your ass.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be worse because you're gonna be like frozen or burned or like electrocuted in some way, shape, or form, and they're gonna be hitting you across the map. Like it's like when you don't see a Summoner on your screen, but you see a Phoenix that just swoops you out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's gonna be like that, but tenfold.
But lasers,
like absolutely tenfold. Well, yeah, there you go.
But lasers and fucking explosions, and then lightning balls, and that fucking pixie dust ball, and then just like everything is gonna happen, and you're gonna be like, why am I playing this game? What did I get hit by? Why did that happen?
If you could have removed and swapped any classes, what would you like that are not currently in the game? What classes would you have removed and swapped them for? And not just because you absolutely hate a class, so don't like, well, this is the class I hate the most in Arena. Like realistically, from a business
I would have removed Battlemaster and I would have put in Arcana.
That you would have put the Arcana over the.
That's not a good choice. That's not a good
the Sorc.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be reworking Arcana though in a Korea, so it's not. There's no point in giving us an Arcana that's not going to be the same on launch.
That's what I'm saying. Like same with Lancemaster.
So they're already
aren't all like Lancemaster and Destroyer, aren't they all getting reworked?
So they're getting minor reworks.
I mean, I wouldn't see. Here's the thing. It's just like
the Arcana rework is already pretty much done. They're taking out most of the RNG from the class. Is what they've said. Most of the skills stay the same. They're not getting too crazy with it. But
where's that information? Because I couldn't find anything.
That information was on the Korean Reddit. In the recent KR patch. Therian, do you have info on that? Internet.
Every time I try to hit a stove, it like
Stove hates my guts.
Facts. How many times have you been banned, dude? I've yet to receive a ban.
3.
I'm living my best life right now.
You really are. You got the fucking.
But I also don't like. I log in and literally just do like chaos dungeons and story quests, and then log out. Like I don't go into PvP or anything where I have to talk.
True.
I stay away from people. I'm like, dude, you're.
Well, also I always have English names, so that's probably my problem.
Oh yeah, I typed Thick Daddy in Korean and just put that. I'm pretty sure it doesn't say Thick Daddy. I'm probably says something else, but Thick Daddy seemed really fitting for me. That's
pretty good. So what would you keep in then, Mepeet? What would you have removed and kept or and added back to Lost Ark that we didn't get?
In terms of swapping in and out, there's pretty much nothing I would.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, except for I guess Battlemaster since it was the least played.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Scouter.
Dude, there's so.
See, that's my problem.
That's
what I worry about with Scouter. Is Scouter's so strong in PvP? Obviously, PvE different.
Well, just get good in PvP. That's all you gotta do.
I mean, that's
I'll never get good. Okay, I'll never get good.
I think, man, I don't want to bully Battle Master, but I could have lived without the Battle Master, and I definitely would have taken Lance Master, just because I really enjoy the content I'm doing right now on my Lance Master and my Berserker. I've been trying to get away from just being a Blade Bay main,
You and
but
Odie,
dude,
get a
that Lance
conspiracy.
Master is real. It's fun, dude. It's such a fun class. It just feels like all the skills flow together so well, and it's like, oh man, I like this class. It's definitely like very fun and enjoyable. But I mean, the Sork is a good call. It shows that Smilegate has a lot of faith, and I also feel like though, high key, with us getting Sork on launch, I feel like we are on an express route to get caught up in the first year, maybe
Yeah.
year and a half. I think we're gonna be caught up really, really quick, and I'm kind of scared about that.
Me too.
Just a wee bit. I don't want like classes like the Destroyer, the Lance Master, Archon, like the core, like not necessarily core, but what we kind of have established as being like a core part of the game. I don't want them to be second thoughts. I still want them to have some relevancy when they release, and not just, oh, we're hyped over a new class, but rather people just having a strong understanding like, oh, these classes are super viable and we definitely need them in.
Mhm.
So it's gonna be really, really interesting to see like how we expedite with us getting the Sork now. But I'm definitely stoked though. I'm really, really, really happy. I think from the leak that they did themselves to the video that they put out on this, I mean, what a way to introduce the class. Like, here's a sick video of us detailing your class for you. Yeah, I like it though. I like it. I'm okay with this. I don't know about the summoner leaving, but I'm not a big summoner main, so
Mm.
as far as I'm concerned, like Mepeet said, they can just be gone. We don't need
Be
them in the
gone.
game.
Thoughts?
I wish. Speaking on the videos, I wish the with the character videos, I kind of don't like that cell shaded weird thing. I low key wish that they would just do the voiceover, but do like the KR variant of just showing the different skills and character in different situations. I would prefer that, and I think that would be a great way to introduce the classes, showing off the skills, maybe detailing the names for players that are currently in the game, so that they can get used to like what you're calling it, and just kind of minutely showing off bits of like content as well. I think that'd be really, really dope.
I agree. Mepeet, what's your opinion on these? No, you haven't watched the videos, have you?
Correct. I have stayed away from them.
They're pretty.
What are you gonna put them like all together and just binge them?
Nope.
Wait, you're not watching them at all?
Nope.
Oh,
I
yeah,
have no desire to.
They're
they're
like a minute long.
I know. I'm a busy person, dude.
I thought they were
a minute
gonna.
of your time.
Even right now, I am grinding PVE.
The thing is, I don't. I agree with Mepeet. I don't. They're not necessarily worth your time, to be honest. They're
Like I said, they don't detail anything that I think a new player would deem important. Like they're just like, okay, you just explain that this class is in the game, but like what importance, like why should I care about this class being in the game? That's the part that I'm struggling with. Like they don't really tell you why you should care about that class or why that class should stand out to you. It's just here's this class, here's like an interesting voiceover and title screen, and then that's it. Like they need to put some value behind the classes, I think.
I agree. I don't particularly like the system they have for these character releases. It's kind of not gonna lie, it's kind of cringe. Like watching the videos, I'm just like, oh, okay. I guess that's
the thing.
That's the Berserker. This is the Sork. This is the
like I can see how it's good for newer players, but for someone like or any of us, like we've been playing the game for how long now? Rufio's been playing longer than I think all of us, right?
Maybe. Possibly. I don't know.
Like, it doesn't really matter to us. It doesn't really change anything for us.
That's but I think
probably why I don't watch it.
They could have done so much cooler shit with. I don't think it's all that cool. Like,
no, do you know what they should have done? They should have taken all of you know how like when you start the game you get all those different stories that we are essentially losing, like the prologue. They should have taken that prologue and made that each character's episode and done that
Introduce
episodically.
Carmine. Give us a character to identify to.
Showing off like each one of these people and then showing off like the skills and just what you look forward to in terms of content, I think would have been just better in my opinion, rather than here's a 1-minute video that's so vague, but hey, you're gonna like the class when it comes out. And a lot of one of my friends, he saw the Sork, he never played Lost Ark, hasn't watched a stream, terrible friend. But he saw the Sork and it was just like, I don't like what is the purpose of this class? And I'm like, oh man. I was like, yeah, as a new player, you're not gonna get it. I was like, but it's effectively your casting class. It's what you want out of a mage. I was like, but that didn't really explain that all that well, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see them, I don't know, go in a different direction, but at this point I think they're pretty locked in, so there's no changing that.
Yeah.
Can we get specialists, please? Is that a possibility?
Do we want to talk about that quick?
There's not too much information about it, is there?
Not a whole lot, but for that particular thing being, it is a lolly class, which I am on the fence about. Like,
but
it is the double. There is 2 supports in it. The leak was that both subclasses of the class were supports, so I'm stoked for that. I think they're gonna be really strong.
Or that's the specialist, and then there's 2 actual classes to the specialist. So that specialist is only the category. That's not the actual character that's coming out.
Yes. So it's like shaman, and then there was another name.
I thought there was 3 classes in total, and then there was a 4th class.
There will be 3 classes eventually. So very similar to how they released Assassin. I think they're gonna have the first 2 classes, and then they'll release the 3rd later on. But yeah, I think the specialist, we need more supports, and the diversity is good. But Pete, have you heard much about the specialist?
Pretty much just what everyone else has, like the data mine, some of the concept art for stuff, and that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat on that one.
Hold on, I gotta ban somebody forever. Because you come in here and you tell me that Rufio's short, and I swear to God, we talked about this on Twitter.
Oh, no deal. That's my boy, dude. That's my boy. That's a chat reg.
Okay.
No, that's my boy.
He was allowed to hang out before, but I was just we've talked about it. Yin Yang Shi and Alchemist. Shaman, Yin Yang Shi and Alchemist. That's what it is.
So Yin Yang Shi is the first one that's coming out, right?
I don't know, man. I mean they literally don't have a release date or info on what is happening.
I can see how it, dude. I think an Alchemist is gonna pump the ever-living dog shit out of buffs, dude. You think classes are hitting hard now? I think you get one of those with like a paladin or even a bard, dude, and I think we're gonna be seeing damage going through the roof.
I think damage is already high personally, but
wait, you want a number reduction? This is not World of Warcraft, dog. I want to see someone hit for 1 billion.
See, that's the thing, is like people hitting for 1 billion, it's like inconsequential at that point, right?
I just need to see it one time, all right?
You can see look at the damage or the HP pool discrepancy just between Clown and Abrelshud raids. It's disgusting.
Yeah. I mean, I think they could go for a number reduction if they really wanted to, but I mean,
that's all later though. Like we're going through tier 1 and tier 2. Yeah, there's the Diablo 3 effect happening, but I think they're smart enough to realize that number bloat will kind of be, it'll be reduced a little bit more.
No, I want to see big bet numbers. I want to see
1 billion just one time though. That's all I'm asking. 1 billion hit. I'll be alright.
I think the hardest hitting skill is something around like 180-ish mil right now.
What? No shot, dude. No shot. What are you talking about?
Sorceress. Go to Saint.
Sork is like 300. I think Saint hit for like 300.
Oh really? Oh okay.
Yeah, dog. They're hitting numbers beyond like 100 right now. Oh yeah, he's done 300, and then someone did more damage. Oh, I think it was was it Jadu?
Jadao?
Yeah, Jadao. He hit, I think. No, sorry. Jidao hit for like 107, 150, and then I think Saint hit for 300 in a raid. Like hit for a
It
full
was
300.
during
It's
Albertship too. I remember.
yeah, it's disgusting how hard that class hits.
Mm-hmm.
That class hits like a freaking full on tank. It is disgusting.
The thing is with the class though is that it also is very selective in its damage window. You have to have the stars aligned, kind of like an Arcana, but it you can actually do it better than an Arcana can because it's based around death card, whatever. Anyways, yes, I think. I don't know, man.
I think you just don't like the class.
I think fuck Sorks,
we need
dude.
a we need a 24-hour Sork stream so you can just change your mind.
Yeah, I already played her. I think she's super fun. I think she's like, if she wasn't so busted, I think she'd be probably one of my favorite classes.
I think. Oh, didn't they?
I'm definitely gonna have it all.
I hope.
I'm gonna have her as
we
an
get fixed dash version, not when it first came out. How the dash was only going like 3 meters. I want the new one where it actually like feels like you're dashing forward further than your spacebar.
So the dash has always been long range, but the issue is that her identity wasn't saving through death. So in PvP, she was really weak because you would have to snowball a life to be able to have control, right? So
yeah.
Now, even if you die, you'll still save up those dashes. I think it makes it easier for her to really like take control of a match very, very quickly. Couple skills, making sure you have a Z dash up. What's that blade gonna do? Is he gonna just like try and run at you? And you're like, all right, I'm gonna dash. Or well, okay, if you keep your roll, you get roll on first combo, right? You roll away, then you do spacebar dash, and then you friggin' identity dash away, and you're just like, see, that's how far. Look, oh wait, are you watching my stream right now?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. This is how far identity dash.
Well, prior it was really
look
low.
At that.
They just adjusted it.
No, they didn't adjust it. The spacebar dash was the one they adjusted.
Was it the space?
Yeah. They made the spacebar dash longer, and then they nerfed it.
Wait, they nerfed it back?
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought the range for the initial dash when the class very first came out, like I thought it wasn't that good.
No,
like,
it's terrible.
It was like terrible.
It's still terrible now. But who gives a shit? Well, dude, Mepeet can attest to this. One of the worst dashes in the game is on demonic. Yeah.
Damn, you're just out here slandering the demonic right now. This has been a complete anti-demonic stream, dude. Oh my lord.
I need demonic to be buffed 1,000% in damage for PvP.
Same with Blader, dude.
No, fuck you.
Okay, guys.
I think a Blader buff is definitely inbound. It's definitely needed.
Didn't they get one? Odie, wasn't there info on a blade buff soon-ish?
I'm here for it.
Caster, I've said that I think demonic needs a little bit of love, but not enough to make her overpowered. I think she's good, but
I will say compared to like some of the MMOs I played in the past, dude, their character balancing seems to be a thing that they're really trying to do. They really want people to just not run to only play like certain classes because they are the quote unquote meta, which is really nice.
Hear me out here. I think demonic identity needs to be able to be longer used in the window. I don't think it should be like 20 seconds. I think it should be like 45.
Are you talking about before decay?
Yes. Before it
they changed that on KR already. They already changed it on KR where it doesn't decay once you have max.
Perfect. So now
it's just
you can actually use it in combo. That makes demonic one of the best characters. One of the better characters. I think demonic is really strong as it is right now. But
yeah,
her dash being weak is what kind of makes her not S tier, which I'm cool with. But anyways,
not S tier. Best class in the game.
What the heck? We got a host? Oh, hold on, friends. We got a host from Hesitant Alien because he's the best. Hesitant, we're doing our podcast. We're talking about Sork and Sorceress is being fucking busted. But
hi, Hesitant.
Hello, everyone. Welcome from Hesitant's stream. This Lost Ark Mokoko Cast podcast that we do.
Hello.
Where were we at? We were talking about how demonic could be a little bit better, and our thoughts
Demonic
on
could
the
be
character
better.
video, and then we went back to Sorceress.
Yeah, Sork is overpowered right now, but it can be more powerful. We wanted to get rid of the class for other classes, but we think it's still a good choice. I think that kind of wraps up the Sork, all in all. I'm excited for the class to come. I'm really excited for it to be an RU. I think once more people see it in RU, I think there's going to be a nice little hype train that builds up, so I'm okay with that. We talked about the character videos.
1 billion.
Wait, someone hit 1 billion? No shot. Actual.
Oh, what? Skookum
Saint Tone hit 1 shot? No. All right, now I want to see 2 billion.
Okay.
There's no way. Actual. What? Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. There's no way. There's actually no way. Whole 1.1 billion, dude. He could do 2 billion easy.
He's hitting like.
All right, yeah, this class is not strong enough, dude.
39 million right there. And then boom. 1.1 billion damage.
Decent.
Before she got nerfed, that makes sense. She did get like a 20% damage nerf across the board.
Oh.
So
come on. See, that's not fair.
It was decent.
It's not fair. Why nerf her? Dude,
what are you hitting for, Mepeet, on average? 60 billion?
Oh, no. Just a little bit less, like 40.
40 billion? God.
Yeah.
You guys are out here getting all the fucking buffs.
I one-shot be a kiss, typically.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Oops. Me too.
Wait,
what?
I don't really think about that. What? No, you're not. What the fuck? What? What? I was like, wait a minute. You one-shot B? I was like, no, you're definitely doing the carries, dog. I'm never paying gold again. I'm never going to a random. I'm fucking hitting Mepeet out, dog. Right? Can you one-shot? No? Okay, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
What? Your demonic doesn't have plus 25 weapons? Fucking get out of here, dude.
God,
get your shit together,
that
man.
Is nutty. One shot be a kiss. Jesus God. If only. That's the goal.
So we've talked a lot about Sork. We've talked a little bit about PvP. Let's do a quick touch on Mepeet. Have you finished Viacus yet?
Yes.
What about our resident PvEer?
Have I completed it? Yeah. I finished stage 1. I got in stage 2, and then we were really, really close to finishing, but
you had to go play golf.
The stars just didn't. No, the stars didn't align, and one person had to like leave, so it was like we had to stop like what we were doing, unfortunately. But fun battle. I really like it. I like the mechanics. That's the thing that I think like, my chat's more interested in seeing more than anything is seeing that type of content. They're like, yo, this is where it's at. Like, this makes me want to play this game. Like, all the other stuff that you've shown me in this game is cool. Guardian raids are cool. Void dungeons are cool, but this, like, when do we get this? And it's like, I don't have an answer for you. I have no idea.
That's 100% how I feel about it. And that's what I said. I'm going to focus on PvE I'm focused on PvP until tier 3 comes out.
That would make sense. Are you guys, I think I asked this on the last podcast, but has anything changed since then? Are you guys locked in to perma moving over to the NA servers? Or are you still going to be dabbling and creating content on the RU servers as things come out?
I won't be touching RU at all.
You're done. You're uninstalling.
Yep.
Game over. Interesting. Okay.
I think when new classes come out, I will probably go over to RU to check out the new classes. But for the most part, I don't see there being a way that I can maintain PvE in RU and like doing the new content and make my sanity back. Like it's just
I can
PvP
see that.
and collectibles on NA until tier 3 releases. Basically, that's my idea.
Okay. Do you guys have you guys started formulating a strong game plan for what you plan on doing after you get to 50 on all, like, you know, your 2 or 3 characters that you plan on running? Have you guys formulated like what your roadmap is looking like in terms of, outside of obviously the standards like doing my dailies, doing my weeklies? Like, where do you really see yourself wanting to focus? Me personally, Island Hearts, dude. I am obsessed with Island Heart content, and I like that's what I'm doing on my stream now, is trying to learn each island, like the ins and outs. But Island Hearts are like a huge thing, and trying to rack up anything that's gonna give back in stat buffs. So like you know, the Mokoko giving, like, helping me get, you know, the legacy or expedition exp and stuff like that. But have you guys formulated yourselves? Have you formulated anything that you plan on really focusing on and off stream?
Mepeet?
Post 50.
Well, let me just correct you there. You said 2 or 3 characters, young man. I'm fucking going at least 6 or 7.
Damn.
Wow. Okay.
I just wanted to correct you there. Just a
you know
smidge.
what? I'm gonna tap in. I'll put money on this. I don't think it's gonna last very long.
Oh, you sure about that?
I'm
Have
positive.
you seen
You work a job.
Mepeet
You work a normal
play
job.
this game?
Are you gonna stay consistent dailies on all of them?
Yeah, just alternate days.
Oh, you alternate. Okay, so you alternate days.
There's a website. Hold on, let me go on my Discord and I'll bring it up for you guys so you can see.
Isn't it Brenark?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, heal. Such a handy little website.
Oh, this is great. I'm assuming that we'll have one for North America, but this basically you can translate this to English and you can keep up to date on what your characters are doing. It has a database and it'll say like a to-do list, and then you set up like, oh, I have this is pink table name, this is my Sork table, and then you get all this stuff and you can add all your characters here and then have an updated list, and it'll be like, oh, I have done the weeklies for this character but not the dailies for 2 days. I should get the dailies done. This thing is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So,
but like post weeklies and dailies, like, what do you really do to like push your other characters?
Starting
like
off,
6 characters.
go ahead,
I mean, tier 1 is going to be relatively boring. There's not going to be a lot of content.
Yeah.
Facts.
You're going to have your 4 void dungeons. You're not going to have your abyss raid at all.
Mhm.
You have your dailies, and then you're going to be working on getting your
We don't know too much about the abyss raids though. There is a possibility that we do get at least. Hopefully like within the first month.
I honestly can't see that happening.
Like,
really?
You mean like Mystic and Kaiser?
Yeah,
I think because he said they're reworking them.
Yeah, but they're reworking them for KR to be relevant in KR. So like, why would
which would translate over to us? So like the T1 players in KR can be relevant to them. I think they're gonna just add a difficulty level to them and change up mechanics so that they could be like harder difficulty. But I think that type of content is like a nice soft intro to getting someone into like Legion raids.
Yeah.
Because like right now, a character doesn't have anything to look forward to getting up to that point until they get to Argos, and then from that's their leaning point of like, all right, so this is my soft intro to a Legion raid is Argos essentially. So I think I can see it happening. It would not surprise me to see Mystic show up. I wouldn't necessarily say, I don't want to say day one because I feel like everything they showed us in beta is essentially what we're realistically looking at. But yeah, I could definitely see it happening. I can absolutely see it happening.
Okay. And Pete, you're on no on that.
On like what I'm going to be doing?
Yes. No. I mean on. Oh, sorry. I might have muted my. I did.
Not for Zook, but like
I muted
for T1 players, Lord. Because they're gonna have to do something. They can't rely on players constantly wanting to rerun the story over and over and over again. They're gonna have to do something to kind of fill that in.
I genuinely think that tier 2 is going to be within 90 to 100 days.
Same.
After launch.
Same. Absolutely.
So it's going to be basically stocking up and getting ready for tier 2. Like, I mean, you still have like all the island content. You have all the collectibles that you can still get. That way you can finish up tier 1. That's going to be something for people to do.
So is your goal going into tier 1? Is your goal to have everything That's the way. Yeah, that's kind of the same approach that I'm looking to have as well. What about you, DJ? You looking to clean up everything in tier 1? Are you gonna take it slow, or are you gonna be
That was crazy.
hyper
Hold on.
aggressive?
Sorry. My internet is freaking out. I'm not sure what's going on.
Your stream's fine.
Yeah, your
Okay.
stream is perfectly fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good. You're good on our end. So
Sorry.
no, you're good. What so the question is, what is your are you gonna try to clean up all of T1 content in terms of all
Yes.
collectibles, Mokokos, all that stuff? You're gonna try to have that all locked in.
Mm-hmm.
So then when tier 2 comes out, you're not going back and still reliving old content.
Yes. So my plan
okay.
is all collectibles, as many as I can get, all set up so that I don't ever, I want to take my foot off the gas in tier
Mhm.
3 when it comes to like collectible content and just do the things that I have to, you know?
Yeah.
So I want to be able to get my affinities. I want to take Cillian in my house, Thyrane. Thyrane can hang out at my house. We can be best friends. I want to be able to just basically, yeah, the beginning or the end of tier 2, focus on getting GM again, and that's it.
Gotcha.
Like how you said again.
Because I'll get it in season 1, no problem.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How much of a factor is PvP gonna play in terms of your PvE content for tier 3? Because I feel like in tier 1 and tier 2, when you're not doing like, I feel like it's gonna be there, but it's not gonna be like kind of like the forefront of what you're doing, unless I don't know how much you guys plan on playing offline. So this is my assumption that once you're done streaming, you're gonna go off and live your best life, and then come back and stream and continue content, right?
Yeah.
But do you guys plan on like putting a lot of time and effort into the PvP?
Yeah.
Or is it just going to be there as like, content to kind of fill in when you don't feel like sitting and chasing islands and Mokoko seeds and stuff like that?
I think my mix is going to be, my main thing is I'm going to be queued up at all times, pretty much for PvP, and
Queued up at all times, dude. All right.
while doing collectibles. So if I have to zone, then I'll obviously unqueue quest or finish what I'm doing, and then requeue. Yeah. But for the most part, yeah, ranked will not be out for at least a month, most likely 2 months, and that's the plan. Ranked.
Nice.
And then collectibles. That's pretty much my idea. And getting gold. Like,
yeah, getting gold. Oh man.
I mean, if this change happens that we talked about earlier, where like this currency of gold is just, oh my god.
I'm really intrigued now. If that's I have to, oh man. I have to know that exchange rate's gonna exist. If that exchange rate doesn't exist like that, and it's a matter of like you can't convert blue to gold, this is gonna be really, really interesting, because that eliminates virtually like pay to win at that point. Like you cannot say like, oh, well, you can buy blue gems and get gold. It's all you buy outfits and do that, right? But it's more expensive rather than like, oh, this is gonna be interesting. This is really, really, really interesting. Yeah, that's put gold being more of a factor. Like for me, that's brought it up even more. Like now I'm like, oh, dude, I need to make sure that I'm tapping into every single event that I possibly can that's giving me gold.
Yeah.
So I can at least have something. Because when tier 3 hits, I want to be able to like push my gear as much as I can at a healthy rate.
Yeah.
That's oof. Man, that little leak is left a lot open.
It's really spicy.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. But it actually happened where weird area where not a lot of us have prepared for this particular thing.
Have you guys set goals in terms of with tier 1 and tier 2? Obviously you want to be capped. You want to hit the gear score cap, right? But away from gold, have you set shilling and gold goals that you'd like to see within like, month 1, month 2, month 3? Like, do you have like an actual goal that you want to try to achieve? And if it feels too easy, like obviously readjust it for the following month.
I don't know, man. That's hard to say. But Pete, what do you think?
I'm not gonna go that in depth.
Void
I've
Star
I'm
was
just
tried
good.
gonna
like
play the game.
I've been setting goals and stuff because I'm like eager. I'm like, dude, can I push 10K gold in like the first month of the game being out? Like, can I
Yeah,
somehow
absolutely.
is that like achievable? Like,
Yeah.
I want to see if I can do it because I like selling's up on the market. I mean, but at the same, the market was just like a cakewalk. It felt like.
I mean, the
So
biggest thing is that
Yes.
once
So
you
that
start setting goals like that and getting consistent, you're gonna start thinking of this as a job rather than a game. So just
this
be
is a
careful.
job. This is a job. All right, this is a job. Listen, I play mobile games for fun. All right, this is a job.
Number one in apparently some game called Idle Angels.
Exactly. I'm actually
Over
number
here.
4 right now. I've taken 2 days off, so
Oh,
thank you for reminding me to swipe my credit card.
oh.
Listen, you
uh
are Angel. I'm trying to get my hands on it.
oh so hey, about Idle Angels real quick. How much nudity is in that game?
None, like none. It's
Okay.
all
So this is the
perceived
problem I
nudity.
have. Don't fucking dangle that hentai in front of me and then take it away, you know?
Oh, dude.
Don't give me the juice and
bro.
then walk it
Bro.
away from me.
You have no idea. They do like implied nudity. That entire like when you start buying the outfits, they're like almost implied nudity. All of them. It's so annoying. It's so I'm such a degenerate for that game. It's not even funny. Good lord. Yeah. But I love it though. Like I'm mad addicted, and that's like all I play now is Idle Angels on my phone. I tried to play the Lord of the Rings
Don't
one, like
even dare,
Mepeet,
Mepeet.
but
Don't judge me with that fucking face. I see you. All right?
Yeah. Are you gonna fix my camera, by the way,
Is it
on your stream?
all busted? What happened?
oh yeah, it's like his sub button is like live
Oh,
or something.
If you want to,
where did
appreciate it.
Uh,
why did I move
Give it a
that?
sub.
are you guys speaking of nudity? Have you guys watched any or seen any of the comparison data that came out about comparing um outfits essentially? Did you guys see that? Like what's the starting outfit looks like in KR versus what the starting outfit in NA looks like? Because they said they weren't eliminating or weren't censoring the game, but rather they were.
I've not seen that data.
So I'll find the YouTube. I'll put it
Yeah.
down like as if I'm not on the next podcast, but it's something you guys can look at and watch. They just reworked the outfits in terms of like what you see first versus what you see later in the game. I am very curious though if we're gonna see some of these outfits. Like I bought the new Blade outfit that dropped for their like anniversary event, and this is a spicy outfit. It reminds me of Terra. So I'm like, I mean, if you can get away with it in Terra, I think we can absolutely get away with it here. If they censor anything, I want all the male characters to wear tank tops that are loose fitting and not showing off chiseled abs and the like greatest body I've ever seen in my entire life. Like,
all right.
I'm sick of seeing it, bro. Listen, I get it. I'm a little bit of a chubby person.
Dude,
like,
you're talking
I'm
to
getting,
fucking me right now, okay?
I'm getting body dysmorphia like problems every time I see one of these rock hard ab guys running around, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on, dog?
Dude.
Is there no fat people in this game?
No, there aren't. You can't be the pro tag and be fat. That's just rules. Like,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm sorry.
Dude, if they rework the Destroyer, just make him one of the dwarves. That's all I want. That's all I want to see. Just make him
And
one of the dwarves.
by
so
the
then,
way,
like,
just
he's
for-
just
Real quick, I just want to specify, like, I'm being sarcastic. I please don't have body dysmorphia, and please, like, you're beautiful as you are, everyone. I think you're wonderful. Okay.
yes, just don't play Lost Ark.
Yeah.
and
Also,
run a male
if
character.
you feel like you personally want to make changes, please do. Healthier lifestyle is always important, but health is not decided based on your physical appearance all the time. Okay?
This is
There we
true.
go. There we go.
True.
Anyways.
But yeah, no, I'll look for the video though, so I can show you guys the thing. We're like trying to like show off it was dramatic or anything, but I've seen the outfits and they're like, I'm like, oh okay, these aren't like super bad, but I do agree with Void Star who stated in your chat that he's curious if they're trying to push more of a censorship type of look in the outfits to utilize people purchasing more on the cash shop. That's something that BDO does a lot, where like all the armors look absolutely horrendous on your character until you like go to the cash shop and
Right.
look at the cash shop armors. Then it's like your character looks like a god, and that's something I really liked about Lost Ark with showing it off to my friends, because my friends are like, oh, how much did that outfit cost you? And I'm like, oh, that's like a regular armor I got in the game. Like, no way. There's no way your characters look that cool running around without you having swiped the card.
So that's the thing that I also noticed with Lost Ark, at least. Your tier 1, tier 2 armors from like Great Gate and stuff like that, they look really cool, and you can go buy the cosmetics of them after they're recycled, which is cool. Yep. I like that idea. So I think we're gonna have some really cool stuff in that regard for people that are just, they don't want to swipe at all, they don't want to do anything like that. That's pretty cool. The legendary armors being awesome, like my legendary armor right now. Let me just flex on you guys real quick. I look dope. And
so here's a question: since does this mean that gold cloths are changing?
The what?
It'll have to.
Does this mean yeah, the mana shulk that has to change, right?
Mm-hmm.
The way you acquire, because is that not pay to win?
They've already
not quote unquote pay to win, but is that not like something that pushes people to swipe more?
Yes. So I'm wondering what is happening, because also I've said before that this PC Beatrice's Blessing, this gives you a golden mana shulk at 20 minutes.
And that's gone.
That is gone from the North American version, which is weird to me, but I guess I understand.
They basically don't want you to have the ability to swipe your credit card for absolutely anything, which is understandable. But
that makes those items that are purchasable more expensive, way more expensive.
Oh yeah.
For the
so
base
like now I'm like the exchange. I'm really curious to see how inflated the exchange rate becomes off rip. Like that's something that has me so intrigued. Is like, how inflated is this going to become? And within like the first, I don't know, 90 days of the game being out, even the first year, because like it was so crazy. Pre Sork and KR, I felt like the exchange rate was stuck around that like 400 to 500 mark in RU. And then we got that closed alpha, and then it kind of adjusted a little bit more for new players coming in, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And then beta hit, and then post beta, bro, it was like 1,000 gold per like for every exchange. And I'm like, bro, this is insane. Like, this is actually insane. It's costing me 1,000 gold for 100 blue. Like, I remember back in the day when it was like 400 gold. Like, this is nutty to me. I'm really curious of how. Right? Like, back in my day, it was cheap. Now it's expensive. Like, now what is it? Like 1,100 now? Almost 1,200? Like, yeah.
What is this?
It's moving. Oh, no, it's 13, 19.
Have you guys seen this?
It keeps going up.
Oh, the achievement? You haven't seen this? Well, if you complete achievements, you can use your golden mana shot to
I have seen pieces. Yes, but I didn't know this was what the armor looked like for Rotting Glade.
Oh, that's fire.
This is sick.
Yeah, this is the type of stuff that I'm really... But how do you get the golden mana shot? That's the...
Right, that's my question too. I'm worried about.
How does that... Are they going to change it to where it's acquired through blue, and then they're going to raise the number on it? Or like, how does that work?
This is Distraught Forest, complete dungeon without dying, easy peasy. Lemon, squeeze them. That sword is sick, dude. I have not seen these yet.
Yeah, I hate all the warrior classes. They have the best looking armors, I think, in the game. Every set of armor that I've seen come out, I've not seen, outside of the Chiseled Ab beachwear set, I've absolutely loved.
Yeah, we're just way cooler than you. It's not a big deal, honestly.
Whatever.
Don't worry about it.
I get to look at boob all day, so I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm okay with it.
They also have all of these without shoulder pads, which is new.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, because the shoulder pads are ridiculous in some of these pieces. So
yeah, but I feel like the shoulder pads really just make a statement on your character.
Dude, look at this without shoulder pads. In the comparison, like, you see that? Like, I got the crown on without the shoulder pads. I'm like a sleek knight.
With that crown?
Yeah, I am cool.
Did you go to Burger King and get yourself a little crown?
I did go to Burger King and get myself a crown. Thank you. Anyway, So okay, well, you know, what did we have? We got going on.
Like
You have
new
to head out
players.
shortly, don't you?
Yeah, my buddy just canceled, so I'm gonna do my Chaos Gate and go change.
Need pics of DJ in the. Let's over. Does anyone in either of these chats have any questions on our opinions of things? Let's do like an open chat thing, and maybe I can scream about how much I hate Sork some more.
My opinions.
Mepeet, you have great opinions.
No, I don't.
I appreciate your opinion.
That's my opinion. I don't have great opinions.
Oh my god, that's a great opinion.
God,
I know.
he meted me so hard. Zopo, nobody's answering that.
Zopo, he feels very strongly about them. I just can't tell you which direction. Did I say
What do you think
nothing?
about feet pics? What do you think about feet pics? Love
Think
feet
nothing
pics,
about
dude.
him. I have no discerning opinions either which way.
Love them. Send them.
As long as they're idle angels.
Facts. This is also very true, but very, very true.
Are there a lot of feet in that game too?
I don't want to answer that question, but yes.
He's a
There's a lot
degenerate.
of like toe poses, dude. And I'm not a feet person. I don't like when feet touch me. So it's like, for me, I'm a little like, ugh.
Idle
gross.
angels, dude. Taking over Lost Ark community one player at a time.
I have a question. Okay, off Lost Ark.
Voidstar has a question. Okay. Hold on. You can wait on yours. What do you currently expect to be the early GMs with starting classes? The early GMs, in my opinion, are going to be Blade, Sorceress.
Oh, 100. Okay, keep going.
Paladin. This is me.
Okay. Yep. Ret Pally to be specific.
Shut the fuck up.
No, do damage. I'm telling you. You have way too much confidence in new players, bro. I looked at the new players that we got in the game, and I was like, you guys are actually like when someone told me like, oh, I'm doing the best damage with my bard, and I'm like, you are sadly mistaken. But okay, keep running that, dude.
Keep running it. I think there's gonna be some soul fists, and I think there's gonna be some gunslingers. So Blade, Soul Fist, Paladin, Gunslinger, Sork.
I like how you have absolutely zero faith that I can make it a GM. Thank you.
No, I didn't think about.
Thanks, DJ. Thanks, DJ. Thanks, DJ.
I'm kidding. Wow.
And demonic.
I see
demonic and demonic.
I see. Blade demonic. I think Blade demonic are gonna be a solid split. But I think demonic over Blade, especially after that PvP tournament. The amount of people who are like, let me go check this class out, dude. And that came back to like, oh, this class is actually slaps. I'm like, god damn it, me beat.
True.
And now we're gonna see a bunch of Mepeets running around everywhere. But I definitely think Blade demonic as like a grouping to see assassins in general. Sork for sure, Gunslinger for sure, Paladin for sure. But low key, everyone's sleeping on it, and I'm gonna let them sleep on it just because I don't want to deal with it in PvP. Blaster is going, our artillerist is going to be a problem. I think it's going to be a class that people pick, and they're gonna.
I think early on you're right, but I think once you get the people that have played against it, I think a lot of what season 1 is going to be is a lot of the NA players that have been playing on Russia for a long time are going to slap hard. And I think people aren't ready for how the hyperbolic time chamber has trained us.
I feel like mobile players are gonna have a smooth transition. A lot of mobile players that were playing just through the beta that had never played Lost Ark at all came in and they felt really comfortable and they looked really comfortable in their classes in PvP. So I think it's gonna be. I think the core new player base is obviously gonna have its issues, but I'm definitely looking forward to diversity. I think sharpshooter is still going to be an underutilized class that people are sleeping on. I know people talk about
one sharpshooter that is gonna fucking tee off.
I'm trying to convince MC to run sharpshooter. He mained a sharpshooter for a long time, and he's been dabbling with other things. But I think sharpshooter is another one of those classes.
I think.
Is Deja gonna be on East?
Yes. Deja's East completely.
Oh,
like
okay. I thought he was West for some reason.
120 ping.
Okay.
Why he's just so fucking good on Hawkeye. The reason. We will see in Arena how Demonic got no defense and will queue fast. Demonic doesn't need defense because it's still considered a range class like that, but I think they're all setup based. Like you constantly outplay somebody and like you control their space, right? You control where they can move as Demonic. That's the playstyle. Whereas Paladin is something like you don't control their space. You help supplement your team. So I think it's going to be easy for a Paladin to climb. Whereas I think Demonics in general, it's a higher skill cap class because of its lack of defense.
What do you think how can I preface this to like be inclusive and not sound like a complete dickhead? How much of a struggle do you think players are going to have understanding and utilizing formulating with the engraving system? Like, do you feel like that's something that's...
Do you know
like,
how
I'm
stubborn Americans are?
Oh, very.
So, no offense to America, full offense. No, I'm just kidding. I think a lot of American players are extremely stubborn, and that's why I get so many questions about.
Are you saying are you trying to say stubborn or are you trying to say lazy? Because I'll say lazy.
Stubborn, because they will sit there and do the same goddamn thing and expect different results. They're like, man, I am gonna play with this idea of I'm gonna play this off meta, Goddess's Protection, Explosion Master, ignore the weak, and like max MP increase. Those are my 4 engravings that I'm going to the bank with. I'm never gonna die, you know. I'm gonna be so much better because I never die. And it's like, well, you as a spot in your team. I mean, honestly, these people aren't just gonna like. In the end, they're just not gonna get teams. They're not gonna get into. Yeah.
My thing is that something I'm struggling with as from a streaming standpoint and as a player of the game is one, understanding all classes, right?
Mm-hmm.
As a streamer, you're looked at as a knowledge database. Like people come to you and they expect you to know, like I'll drop into people's streams all the time and I'll just be quiet and listen to like how someone will drop in that's like they've never been in the stream before. Comes in, hey, so yeah, my buddy was telling me about the Soul Master. Like, can you tell me like what are the perfect engravings for the Soul Master? And it's like, bro, I've never played that class. I have no fucking. I don't know what to tell you. So my biggest thing is, it helps though if you think about it, like really think about it.
Are you just gonna make an example? Because I have a website for that, by the way.
Oh no, there's a website there, right? But it's just like off the top of my head, it's not something I
not
should
like
know.
Common knowledge.
But here's why I say that though, is that if you have an understanding for what's strong for other classes, I think your ability to make gold is going to be through the roof. Because you'll understand, like, I only look for certain things that are good for the blade combo, right? That I know, like, the blade utilizes these particular engravings. So I know when I'm out, like, earning, like, stuff, like, I know a blader will buy that.
Yeah, but you knowing that also, you know, like, about, like, engravings for a little bit of gun lance and a little bit of blaster because you use supercharge, right?
So but I wouldn't like the core, like the normal player, right? The standard non-Lost Ark E is gonna come in and they're not gonna think like that, because especially with the market setup, the market doesn't allow you to just basically copy and paste. Like you have to really like look and do a little bit of research. Like when you're throwing something on the market and you're trying to get good money for it, you got to see what other people are pitting it up against. And I think at the beginning, we're going to see people just throwing anything they can up on the market because they're like, oh, I just want to make gold. That's what New World essentially turned into at one point on their market, where people were just flooding the market with items and they weren't giving anything like a real value. But towards tier 3, that also didn't help either. But just in general, though, it's something that I think I would like to work on, and I think I'm kind of curious. I'm not gonna say I'm scared, but I'm kind of curious of how new players approach it, because I have friends that are like getting into the game now, and they're like they just don't understand the engraving system, and they're like trying to like min max or try to find like their own uniqueness, and they don't want to copy something that they see on the internet. Like case in point, when we played with Slander and we were trying to help Slander like build out, and this is no shot at Slander by any means, but when we were trying to help him build out a PvP class for his berserker, right? And it was like, well, what are good engravings, or like for PvE content, what are good engravings to focus on? And then he'd look at it and go, no, those are dumb engravings. I don't want to focus on those. Like that's just not. And I'm like, what? Like that's
the American stubborn behavior.
Yeah, see, that's the thing that I'm really really intrigued about.
I think that in America, like personal experience will like people go based on personal experience far more than they go based on the knowledge of somebody else that has experienced it and changed their opinion.
Yeah,
based
I'm
on
not saying there's anything wrong either with like
no.
trying yourself out.
I think
because to me that's fun. Discovering stuff is fun, right?
Yes.
You always want to discover stuff for yourself. You don't want to just go and jump online and find that like when like people play like PoE for instance, and they go and they just find like the most cookie cutter build that they can follow. And they're like, all right, well this holds my hand and I'll never fail. It ruins that sense of like discovery and like yearning to want to like fully play the game and just learn as much as you can. Like you're like, oh well, because you're not getting your hand held. Instead, you're putting forth the legwork to like understand things, trial and error. That's something I think new players are gonna have to like learn. Like trial and error, as much as it's fun to do, you got to be mindful.
This is a
peanut coins are gonna really rock people's shit, dude.
But this is a really good point. As not only like as just a personal player, but as a teacher, Mepeet, like this is like prime for you. So how do you feel about this and the general idea of American players, the engraving system, and testing? Like, do you think people are going to be stubborn?
Starting off, yes, and then you're going to have people who actually understand MMOs and be like, oh, you actually need to have this. Like there are multiple MMOs out there where you have to have a certain build. And it's just going to take some people getting hit in the face by a boss and realizing, oh, I don't have enough damage. Oh, yeah, I got to have this. I got to have this. And once they get hit with that sudden realization, like you have to literally throw them off the cliff and just say, go for it if you want to do it. Like there's no point in trying to convince until they're ready to be convinced.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. But I guess I'm more of a pessimist when it comes to stuff like that, because I'm very much like if somebody has knowledge, I want to understand where that knowledge came from and understand like how they came to that conclusion, but I want to respect their conclusion as well. Right?
Yeah.
And
there's nothing wrong though. Like I don't want people to think that there's anything wrong with self-discovery. It's just tough when the game has been out for like I was in chat the other day, and I had made the comment that I was really bummed. One of the things that really bums me out and why I would like the Mystic Raid to come back to NA as like its new form is on day one when it releases, we may not necessarily have a guide on how to do it, right? That type of gameplay for me is the best experience. I watch like people like Saint Hone and Judao and Handgunner and Mindoff, all these like notable KR players go through like a brand spanking new raid, and I'm like, man, that looks so much fun. So sick.
Right.
Like World's First is like, it's to me like World's First are gonna be cool, but they're not gonna be as that self-discovery stage of like you're not using a guide is something that like
look at how Stoops is going through it. Stoops is literally going through blind for the most part, and then he'll go and like be like, oh, this is how you do that mechanic that I was failing. Okay, now I get it. Let's do it again. He's been stuck on and not to say stuck in a negative sense.
Yeah, no. But like,
fucking Clown is hard.
Yeah.
And so he's been stuck on it for a while. He finally finished it, and that's a really, really, really cool experience that he can have forever now. That's a memory, right?
That he was able to do it without running to a guide.
Right.
That for me,
and also getting carried. Like he did it with people, they're like,
all like on the same wavelength.
And that's great. Yeah. That's a great experience.
That's something that I've been trying to step away from. Like I did Volton 2 nights ago, and it was great because we were all on the same like level playing field, and I didn't feel like I was getting carried. Like I actually had to step up and perform. And there's other content creators that I've been doing stuff with, and it's cool, but like I'm getting carried, and I'm like, fuck, it's tough because it's like I know I'm in a carry situation, so I don't really get a chance to learn. I just have to do. Like I can't see like what the ins and outs are. It's just, hey, this is what's gonna happen. You just need to do it. And it's like, well, it takes practice. Yeah, well, practice on your own time. We need to get through this so that we can get to the other content that we're trying to get to.
I don't
get
like
to
that,
like it's
that aspect.
Yeah, it's a tough experience, and that's something that's turned me away from like wanted to do carries more and more, and why I've enjoyed like that sense of like discovery. And that's why I'm really open to new players coming into the game and wanting to learn their own builds and everything and figure out what engravings. But I definitely think there's a learning curve here. I'm just curious of how new players are gonna approach this learning curve. And if they're gonna have like a negative outlook on it, like, oh, there's too much of a learning curve. Because for me, I feel like something like PoE has an intense learning curve where if you fuck up your tree for like a new player and you can't go in and like reset it, like you might have really damaged your character in the long run, right? But with this, there's so many opportunities to be able to just reset and restart and change things around. It's just a matter of, did you waste peon coins and did you waste gold on like books or on accessories? So
yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm really excited though. I think I'm really excited for new players that are coming in with no streamer knowledge, no like idea about the game. They're just coming in as a brand spanking new player. It's gonna be really interesting, exciting to see, and I'm really happy for them. I'm just nervous, and I don't want them to stray away from the idea of it. Like, oh, the engraving system feels so impossible.
It is very difficult anyway. So, but let's wrap it up a little bit. I'm gonna wrap up because I got some games to play.
Perfect.
Okay.
Are you gonna be playing some more ranked?
Sorry, can you say that again?
Are you gonna be playing some more ranked?
Probably.
Okay. So I'm gonna throw you a host. I'm gonna take like a 30-minute break, and then
don't do that. If you're gonna come back in 30 minutes, just keep doing stuff, dude. Don't restart it. Just go.
I have to do stuff off of the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You leave your stream on when you go to work half the time. So
God, this guy, dude.
Yo, I'm weak, dude. I'm weak. That's very true, dude.
Okay, well that makes sense.
Fucking turned into your stream at 11 o'clock. I was like, I thought DJ already rated somebody.
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ask DJ. Oh, wait, DJ, hold on. Can you spin this 3 times for me and tell me what your main's gonna be?
Oh no.
We have a new main selector on my not to promote my stream, but on my channel we have a new main selector.
Literally, hold on.
Not to protect, not to promote myself.
Quick.
But hold on. My boy Shaggy put this together. And this is the official, unofficial, but super official. You don't know what to play. We are absolutely gonna hold your hand and tell you exactly what to play. Okay. So we got you. This is it right here. I just posted it in here.
Can you post it to me too, please?
Oh, wait. Odie says his streamer question was skipped, so.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, oh yeah. So you can never say like you don't have a class. This is what you do. You roll it 3 times, and all 3 of those characters are your characters. Or you can just choose 1 out of the 3. But,
all right, let's do this.
Valor Bard?
There you go. So these are based on their identities, right? So you'll know like DPS Bard.
Oh, so close. Artillerist, Enhanced Siege.
Well, I have to play Taijutsu Scrapper.
You get 1 more.
Taijutsu Scrapper is meta though.
I don't like Scrapper.
What? Soul Fist?
There you go, dude. You're a Soul Fist main, dude.
Lancer.
Like no joke. I think one of my characters is gonna be I think I'm gonna roll, and my 3rd I think is gonna be what I level on stream. It's like that build and try to build that out. Obviously some of these builds you're not gonna really be able to get to until tier 3, but it's just It's just great to
Ah,
have. If you want to like really.
no, Mepeet, that was for me. That was for me. No. Oh.
Son of a bitch.
Mepeet got
Absolutely
Paladin
great,
Master
dude.
Fencer, which is fucking lol build. So
Oh yeah, exactly.
I wanted to play. I want to play Paladin lol build, and then tell everybody else to play support while I'm doing billions of damage. That's what I wanted. That's my aim.
Yeah, billions.
Yeah. Actually, the hundreds of thousands, maybe.
Okay, I was like maybe a couple dozen.
Yeah.
What was Odie's streamer question?
What was the streamer question? Odie, where are you at? Oh, let's see. Oh, I know what his streamer question was. How do we get me for sure over to East, even though apparently won the bet?
Wait, you're really not going to East at all?
I'm gonna play PvP.
Like you're not going at all though.
I'm gonna play PvP on East a little bit, but most likely I'm playing on West.
Why?
Because I'm
ping.
literally fucking like 15 ping.
I heard that Trump supporters are playing on West, so I'm gonna play on East.
Wow, dude. We have California over here. What the fuck do you mean?
Yeah, well, okay. I'm trying to get California
this
moved to
boy's
the
in
East
Texas.
Coast, so.
This boy's in Texas, and he's gonna be playing East. What is Texas but Trump supporters, right?
I heard that
the
I heard
Bible
on West, you can only play Ret Pally anyways, so
I heard on West we're all Bernie Sanders supporters over here, and everybody's equal and friends, and everybody's having a great day.
Oh, your market's gonna be great to manipulate, dude. Can't wait for that. Yeah, let me put my mats up for the lowest price imaginable because we want to help you, dude.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, man.
I'm down with that.
How does your PvP? No one's gonna claim islands, and no, like we want free islands over here.
Well, okay, so Friendship Islands are what they're called now. They're not PvP islands.
Oh, Friendship Islands.
And everybody takes turns being the leader of the island. These are rules.
Oh man!
Thank you guys.
Wait to go to Outlaw Island. Dude.
Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Mepeet, you're wonderful. Rufio, you're wonderful. I really appreciate you guys so much.
Hey, thanks for saying my name before him. Taller goes first.
Oh yeah,
Taller goes
absolutely.
First. Listen, all right, Mepeet. I'm gonna print your name on or your face on a golf ball, and I'll show you taller. All right.
Oh, dude, Amber, you're so lucky. You're gonna have fun with that. But friends, I appreciate you all. Modify the wheel. Hold on, let me fix
it. Modify the wheel.
Hold on.
Wait, are you getting rid of okay.
I'm figuring out my main guys. This doesn't save, right? I didn't.
No,
okay, thank God. Thank fucking God.
I think you edited. I don't know. Hold on.
All the work that they just put in is just fucking gone.
Ruin
no,
everybody's
it's
fucking.
Still there.
Okay.
It's still there. No, it's still there. Oh man.
Perfect.
I pull it up. I'm like, well, that will lasted 5 seconds.
I'm so sorry if that was. I would have fixed it.
I can't wait for everyone to tune into your stream and find out that you're playing Ret Pally realistically, and you're not gonna actually support it.
Dude, I won't do it. I won't do it to everybody.
He says that, chat, but
I'll play Sword
we'll
to help everybody out.
Man's gonna get into the lobby queue with his support build and then switch it as he gets into the
right? Hold on, I gotta do something real quick, and he's just gonna switch over. Like, why aren't you giving us buffs? He's like, what are our buffs, dude? What do you mean?
Wait, why didn't I get Blessed Faith or Blessed Aura at all during that whole map? And it's like, oh, because actually, the Warrior of Light gives more healing to me.
To me,
and the monster gets less healing because I fucking murder. Anyways,
oh my god, toxic, dude, toxic.
I just got a Sharp Blunt Supercharge stone, by the way.
Sharp
I'll take that if you want to put it on the friendly market for a gold. That'd be nice.
I'm gonna put it on my Zerker. What are you talking about?
Oh, that's selfish, dude. That's very selfish of you. That's not very west server of you. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm east.
Oh, you're going east? Oh, never mind then. That's very east of you.
Sturmy, give Mepeet a hug, please. Friends, East Coast, but you guys still don't say it right. Be like East Coast, Beast Coast, right? It's the Beast Coast.
That just sounds weird.
West Coast, Best Coast. Don't fucking steal our juju, all right?
You don't have juju.
Okay.
It's friendship over there. You can't have juju and be nice.
All right. Okay. Friend. Make sure you follow Rufio. Make sure you follow Mepeet. We're gonna go hang out with Mepeet while I handle some real life matters. Normal shit. Everything's fine. Everything's good. I'm just gonna be
Real shit.
a real normal person for a few minutes, and then I should be back in about 30 minutes